Aha. Ouch. Welcome back to the Irae. Well, last time we found out that our Ren isn't just a normal high school male, not interested in anything but himself and a normal life, but also some kind of monster hidden inside him. And we met Wilhelm, who's standing right before us right now. So, let's see. My body moved unconsciously. I jumped back just as far as I did earlier. No, even farther than that, with the intention of getting out of here right away. However... Boo! Rosalka, okay. That attempt was blocked by a woman standing behind me. This was getting ridiculous. I put all I had into fleeing this vicious sink or swim situation. Sink or swim. Even if there were any obstacles, I had enough force to mow down pretty much anything in my path. So why? Hey, where do you think you're going? Why couldn't I break through this fragile-looking woman? How the hell was she holding me down with arms that should have honestly broken like a frail twig the moment I hit her? All she did was place a hand lightly upon my chest, yet that alone rendered me completely paralyzed. I felt an unbelievably heavy pressure, almost like there were over 100 people packed beneath her skin. Bae, listen. This kid's interesting. He's actually trying to fight my Nachtzehrer. Okay. Oh, really? Smirking, the pale man shifted his gaze to me, his scoff ridiculing my pointless attempts at trying to escape him. A hopelessly terrifying sense of sheer inhumanity. Abnormality to the point of being laughable. These two were just like that. They killed people without any display of humanity, devouring others to escalate themselves to a position transcending mankind.
ザラトゥストラだったかメルクリウスの代わりにしちゃえらく役者不足に見えるがよ
Is that Zarathustra? You sure look rather lacking for Mercurius' substitute.
どうするマレウス遊んでみるか
What's the plan, Malleus? Do we play around with him?
そうね鉄は熱いうちになんだっけこの国のことわざだったような気がするけど
Good point. We should strike while the irons... How did it go again? I think it was a proverb of this country. My thoughts were reduced to a jumble just by having them near me. I felt like I could pass out any second now. I could smell an unnaturally dense mixture of blood, death, and decay. I was this close to losing it. Simply being in the center of their attention was going to crush me if this kept going. What? Anyway, I had to do something. Even if my body was paralyzed, I needed to at least speak up so I could free myself from their grip. You people, what do you want with me?
すごいねあなた喋れるんだ
Huh? Wow, props to you, you can
普通
talk.
の人間なら気絶するくらいのことはしてるつもりなんだけどな
And here I thought you'd at least faint just like any normal human.
意識があるだけじゃなくて口も聞けるかこれはいよいよたまんないね私ゾクゾクしてきちゃうよ
Okay, but not only are you conscious, you can actually talk, huh? Wow, I'm getting chills, leaving my chest. The woman's fingers slid up to my
あれ
neck.
あなたがやったのかな
Why, you the one who did that? She referred to the mutilated corpse of the woman lying scattered on the pavement, asking me if I was
雑
responsible.
で荒いし綺麗じゃないよね。少なくとも私の知ってるあいつの趣味じゃないようだけど。
A rather sloppy job, not clean at all. The guy I knew, at the very least, wasn't into that kind of stuff.
メルクリウスの生物が何だったのか私たちの誰一人として知らないのよ。だからあれだけじゃ特定できない。あなたあいつの代理なの？
Not a single one of us knows what Mercurius's Ahnenerbe is. Why do I have to translate it and can't remember the English words for that? Basically, what's been giving him as a skill from his ancestors, I guess, on yeah, something like that. So we can't tell them. Yeah, okay. Are you his substitute?
もしそうなら野郎の生物もこれと似たようなもんなのか？
If he is, does that bastard's Ahnenerbes resemble this too? What the hell were these guys talking about? It all sounded like gibberish to me. Besides,
知らない。俺は
I don't know. Did I really kill someone here? There was a body right in front of me. I retained memories of the moment of her death, but was that really me? I was neither trying to flee from reality nor attempt to shift the blame. Shit the blame. Yep, that's what I do normally. Shit the blame. Rather, I just
燃えない。殺しなんか
I never thought of killing someone. I saw it, I did it, but I couldn't say for certain I was the one who did it when I gave that answer. Aha. Ouch. Such beautiful laughter. Maniacal laughter poured out of the two like water from a broken faucet. The sneers like a lump of malice. An aggression of discord that threatened to drive one mad, to destroy one's sanity just by listening. Its sheer wretchedness made me sick. Theirs was no love of any ordinary human. That much I could attest to with certainty.
そうかそうかお前違うかそうだよなあそうだろうとも面白い
Okay, well, gotcha! So it wasn't you, huh? That's right, yeah, of course it wasn't! Man, this is a fucking riot. The man walked right up to me, his shoulders still trembling from laughter. His eyes betrayed no sense of laughter, though. I got goosebumps all over.
めんどくせえな体に効くかよ
God, this is a pain. Let's just see how your body responds. Ouch. A simple kick to the stomach sent me flying like a piece of cardboard. What the hell? That seemingly light kick nearly killed me. I must have broken half my ribs.
よ
Hey!
それでもう一度聞くんだけどよ
Look, I'm gonna ask you one more time. He stomped on my left shoulder right as I attempted to sit up, causing my joints to break with a creaking sound.
生物はなんだてめえはどこでメルクリウスのクソとつながってる
What's your Ahnenerbe? How are you connected to that shitbag? I'm curious. One second. I wanna hear how they pronounce Ahnenerbe again.
生物はなんだてめえはどこでメルクリウスのクソとつながってる
Okay, they use Japanese words. They didn't use the German word. Why? Why are the English? Why is the English translation using that word then? My vision flickered from the pain. I couldn't even scream. By contrast, the man's voice remained endlessly frivolous.
おいおい頼むぜサクサク行こうや
Come on now, keep on crunching.
実際拷問は得意じゃねえんだ俺が相手してるうちに剥がねえとお前あっちのバカ女に本格的なの食らわされっつ
Thing is, I'm not all that good at torture. If you don't cough it up while I'm dealing with you, I'll have that dumb woman over there take over. She's a real pro at this.
ちょっと失礼ね。バカって何よ。
Now that's a little rude. Who are you calling dumb?
いいわよ。じゃあ手伝ってあげないんだから。あなたもたまには繊細な仕事をしてみるのね。
Fine then, I'm not helping you. Try doing delicate work without me. By yourself, for a change.
頭さえ残ってれば最悪なんとかなるんだしさ。
So long as you leave the head, we should be able to manage somehow.
だそうだぜ
True enough. It broke, or perhaps it was dislocated. I couldn't move my arm from the shoulder down.
くっしょ
God damn it! I grabbed the man's ankle with my right hand out of pure reflex. I attempted pouring as much strength into my grip as possible, but he wasn't budging an inch.
おい触んじゃねえよ気色悪い
Hey, don't fucking touch me, you're making me sick. Seriously? The man lifted me up into the air using only his leg, then connected it into a spin kick without missing a beat. Ow. It was enough to send me flying 7 or 8 meters to the fence overlooking the water. This was no laughing matter. He was seriously going to kill me if this kept up. I had to do something to get away.
だったら海にでも飛び込むか
How about taking a dive into the sea?
そのざまじゃ溺れちまうだけだろうがまあ何でも試してみるのはいいことだ
You'll probably just end up drowning in that state, but, well, go ahead and try whatever you want. His tone mocked me, like he had just read my mind. He was right, though. That wouldn't do me any good. Then what else was I to...
あんまりしらける反応するんじゃねえよ役者こいてんなら大したもんだが気の長い性分でもないんでなもったいぶられるとどうでもよくなる
Ah, don't just give me that lukewarm reaction. Got to applaud your acting chops for playing dumb, but I'm not exactly known for my patience. Tease me for too long and I just might end up accidentally killing you.
最後だてめえの生物は
Last chance, what's your Ahnenerbe? The man's kick crashed into the iron fence beside me, bending it sparse in the process. I remained silent, but what else was I gonna do? How was I supposed to reply when I had no answer to give him? Was I going to die here, crushed without rhyme or reason in a situation beyond my comprehension? I didn't want that. No way I was gonna accept an outcome like that. I felt it meaningless to explain and justify myself to an opponent I couldn't reason with. Likewise, I couldn't just run away from him either. Then, what was I to do? Words and running wouldn't do me any good. So what other method would help me break through the deadlock of this irrational, unreasonable situation? Well...
残念だなガキ時間切れだ
Too bad, kid. Time's up. A call of boredom seeped into the man's tone as he threw a fierce punch my way, almost as if to say that he was done playing torturer. His bloodlust was a near palpable. I don't know. It felt death itself. I felt death itself approaching. I could instinctively tell that I would die the moment that fist crashed into me. I no longer had any other choice. I saw a body earlier. Maybe I was the one who killed her, or maybe I wasn't. Regardless of the truth, that horrific image had been permanently burned into my retina, refusing to leave. As such, I had but one thing on my mind, that I did not wish to end up that way. A selfish, greedy, and wretched attachment to life that alone steeled my conviction, made it fiercer than anything else. Like hell, I'd be killed. felt like hell I'd be broken here. I had to move, dodge, struggle. If I wanted to live, if I wished to avoid death, I had but one thing to do. Because I was not supposed to die in a place like this to begin with. Found it in yourself to act. In that case, allow me to give you some advice. Out of all the current fangs that man based amongst the fiercest. Struggle you wish, but mortal skill alone shan't defeat him. Well, what you know? The man's arms pierced a bench, the iron fence, and even part of the pavement. Drawing it back, he flashed a smile. After rolling away from him to gain some distance, I rose back onto my feet. How shall you proceed, Zarathustra? Shall you acquire my Ewigkeit and test its prowess on him? I think I translated that already. Ewigkeit means eternity. Ewigkeit. Who used that? Wasn't it the black guy? Should you retreat or advance, I implore you to bless me with the light of the unforeseen. I felt my heart pounding, making me think I was about ready to faint at any moment. My semicircular canals rang from the shock like an explosion that happened right next to me, knocking off my sense of balance. But I dodged it. The force of that punch as well as the ones before it were no laughing matter, yet they weren't fast enough to make dodging them completely impossible. So long as I kept myself from freezing in terror, I could manage. Now that things had come to this, that was all I could do. Now this is more like it. The ivory man of white hair faced me again, with a smile decorating his lips. He would likely kill me in an instant if I tried to make a run for it, which meant that my best chance here was to try and create an opening. I was hurting all over, but this still paled in comparison to my fight with Shiro. It was hardly impossible. I had to fight and successfully break through. It was the only way. Very well, then act according to your heart's desire. Should you deem it necessary to determine the difference between your strength? Hey, Marius, I'm gonna waste this guy. You don't mind, do you?
ダメって言っても聞かないんでしょ。いいわよ別に。あなた昔からそんなだしね。
You wouldn't listen to me even if I said I did, would you? Fine, go ahead. This is always how you've been.
ただ、さっきも言ったけど。
But like I said earlier...
頭は残せか。まあ、前処してみら。
Leave his head behind, right? Well, I'll handle him real careful like. The man approached me with a faint smirk. If he really planned to pick a fight, then victory would go to the one who struck fit.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。
Hold on a minute.
どうせやるなら、もう少しやる気が出るようにしてあげるわ。例えば、あなたさ。
If you're gonna fight, you need to show a bit more motivation, like, oh, I know. The woman interrupted before I could make my first move, and her words caused my thoughts of taking the initiative fly right out the window.
今夜、ついさっきまで教会にいたんだよね。
You were at the church until just a little while ago tonight, weren't you? What?
だよ、そうだっけか?
Wait, he was?
そうよ。だったら手っ取り早いじゃない。
Yeah, which simplifies things. Wait, what were they
逃
saying?
げるとかごまかそうとか、そういう気が起きないようにしてあげるから、もっと死に物狂いで頑張ろうよ。
I'll make sure you don't try to run away or pull a fast one, so be sure to try harder when you two fight to the death.
あなた、自分が痛いのには鈍そうな感じだし、こういう状況の方が火つくんじゃない？
Ooh, Rasulka. Wow, you seem rather insensitive to your own pain, so I figured something like this would serve to lit a fire in you better. Was I wrong?
ああ、なるほど。
Oh, I get it. In my mind I begged them to stop smiling like that. The way they smiled, even an idiot could figure out their true intentions. I couldn't help but feel bothered by the way she mentioned my presence at the church, almost like she'd heard about it from someone, as opposed to directly seeing it herself. But those worries soon became meaningless. I turned pale in an instant. Fear and uneasiness simultaneously sent shivers down my spine. I went there with Kazumi. I went to see Himuro. I talked to them. It was fun, a good memory. I could still recall it quite well. So, how dare these otherworldly fucks talk about it like it happened on the same planet?
もし逃げたら
If you run away... That smirking woman's voice was grating to the ears. I had to silence it no matter what it took. I couldn't allow her to say the
あなたの
rest.
友達皆殺しにしちゃうからね
I'll massacre your friends. Are we clear? Alright. I end it here. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.